Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight we'll finally have Sir Gareth discovered on the field of battle and see him flee and see bloodshed. So, hello Mary, how are you? Hello Danny, hello, it's a Friday as well. Good evening, Mary. How are you? Hello, Claire. Hello, how are you? Hello, Abe. Come in, everyone. Welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. Did you just make a sporting reference there, Claire? I have to admit, I'm one of those folk who don't know about sport. The All Black sounds like a kind of sporty thing, doesn't it? I think surely you can train one eye to watch the All Blacks and one eye for us. I, Mary, am wonderful this evening. Thank you very much. I'm feeling energetic, enthused about the weekend, excited to have some slaying and some smiting coming up in tonight's episode, which is going to be mega good fun. Yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you? I hope everybody is feeling well as we head into this weekend. It's autumn, so more and more knitwear being applied. I just realised this is like looking at a giant mirror, so I've got a stain on my jumper here, which I didn't notice up until now. But hey, this is me. I'm at home. We'll have to put up with me with a jumper. Well, excellent, Mary. I'm glad that you're great. Excellent. Good to hear, Danny. Well, there is smiting in abundance tonight. Don't you worry about that. The next few episodes actually are pretty nicely smited, as we're actually, next week we will reach the end of season 7 and the end of the tale of Sir Gareth. We've only got 1, 2, 3 chock full of smiting, Danny. Always 3 more episodes of the tale of Sir Gareth of Orkney, ladies and gents, and then next week, hold on to your horses, because I know that some of you have been massively looking forward to this so far. Then we get to the tale of Sir Tristram, which is my favourite tale in all of the Morte D'Arthur. So I can't wait to share that one with you guys. Very much looking forward to that. That will be a lot of fun. Favourite story in here. So, anyway, I say without much further ado then, shall we get into tonight's show? I think either something's wrong and everyone's suddenly disappearing from here, or Periscope's playing up again, and I can only see. All right, I can see Carolina and Kathy and Danny. Well, there we go. People are popping in and out. Periscope's got me people popping in and out, left, right, and centre. I'm just going to have to assume that everyone's there. Hello, El Capitan. Hello. Come in, take up a seat. You're not showing up on as being here, but I can see you in the comments, so I know you're here. Let's get on with tonight's show, ladies and gents. We'll leave Twitter to sort, not Twitter, Periscope. Well, I believe you, Danny. I believe you. I believe the loyal subjects. Let's just say Periscope's being a bit wonky, so let's get into tonight's show, ladies and gents, as we get into the tale of Sir Gareth of Orkney. So, Sir Gareth is Prince of Orkney, son of King Lot and the evil witch Morgane le Fay. Despite being a noble prince, though, Sir Gareth has chosen to hide his identity. In fact, he came to the court of King Arthur pretending to be no more than a serving page, and since then he has risen as a knight, proven himself in battle, proven himself to be gallant, and sent off the Knight of the Red Lands, freeing the lady de Leon. And in doing all of this, Sir Gareth has won a fair name for himself. Folk are now becoming aware that he was not in fact a stranger, but has been a noble knight. And yet, Sir Gareth is absolutely desperate to hide his identity, demanding that he should prove himself as a knight, not by any name or title. In fact, in his latest manoeuvre, Sir Gareth asked the Lady de Leon to hold a giant tournament outside her castle, saying that the bravest and most noblest knight at that tournament should have her hand in marriage and rulership over all of her realms. Clearly, Sir Gareth believing that he would prove himself to be the greatest knight there, and Sir Gareth has proven it to be true, smiting left, smiting right, knocking folk from horses, drawing swords, parrying. He has proven that he has been the greatest knight on the battlefield, and yet, even then, he has done it all in disguise, not wanting any to know him as Sir Gareth. To that end, he's even used a magic ring that was given to him by his lady, the Lady de Leon, that he could use to mask his identity. But, whilst recovering from battle and taking a drink, he handed his squire the ring for safekeeping, and now has gone back out to battle without the enchanted ring, and all of a sudden King Arthur has seen him upon the battlefield, recognised him for who he is. Ladies and gents, Sir Gareth is now about to be recognised on the battlefield, the thing that he has not wanted for whatever reason. So let's join him tonight and find out what happens to Sir Gareth as his identity is discovered. What will Sir Gareth do? Will there be more smiting? Will my fringe get out of my face so I can read and see the screen? We will find out very, very shortly. Hello, welcome everyone. This is tonight's tale. How Sir Gareth was spied by the heralds, and how he escaped from the field. It was then, when Sir Gareth rode out into the field, that all folk saw him well and plainly, for he was in yellow colours. And there he raised off helms and pulled down knights in the tournament. And King Arthur had marvel at what a knight he was. And Arthur saw by his hair that it was that knight that came to his court many moons past. But before he was in so many colours, and now he is in but one colour, that is yellow, Arthur said. Now go, said King Arthur, unto divers heralds, and ride about him, and see what manner of knight he is, for I have spared many of his knights this day that are upon his party, and all said that they did not know who he was. And so a herald rode to Sir Gareth as he could, and there he saw written about his helm in gold, This helm is Sir Gareth of Orkney. And then the herald cried as he were wood, and many other heralds were with him, that this is Sir Gareth of Orkney in the yellow arms. And it was that by all kings and knights of Arthur's beheld him, and awaited, and then pressed all to behold him. And ever the herald did cry out, This is Sir Gareth of Orkney, King Lot's son. And when Sir Gareth spied that he was discovered, then he doubled his strokes, smote down Sir Sagramore in the field of battle, and his brother Sir Gawain. Oh, brother, said Sir Gawain, I did not think that you would have stricken me. So when he heard him say so, he thrang there, and so with great pain he got out of the press. And there did Sir Gareth meet with his squire the dwarf on the edge of battle. "Oh boy," said Sir Gareth, "you have beguiled me foul this day that you kept my ring. Give it me again, so I may hide myself." And so Sir Gareth took the enchanted ring back, and then none could see where Sir Gareth had gone. And Sir Gawaine had in manner spied where Sir Gareth rode, and he rode after him with all his might. That was seen by Sir Gareth, who rode lightly into the forest, so that Sir Gawaine was not where he was become. And when Sir Gareth saw that Sir Gawaine was past him, he asked the dwarf of his best counsel. "Sir," said the dwarf, "me seemeth it were best, now that ye are escaped from spying, that you send the Lady Leon her ring back." "It's well advised," said Sir Gareth. "Now have it here, and bear it to her, and say that I recommend me unto her good grace, and say to her that I will come when I may, and I pray that she will be true and faithful to me, as I will be to her." "Sir," said the dwarf, "it shall be done as you command." And so he rode his way, and did his errand unto the lady, and she said, "Where is my knight, Sir Gareth?" "Madam," said the dwarf, "he bade me say that he would not be long from you." And so lightly the dwarf came again to Sir Gareth, that would full fain have had a lodging, for he had need to be reposed. And then there fell thunder and rain, as heaven and earth should go together. And Sir Gareth was not a little weary, for all that day he had but little rest, and neither his horse nor he. And so Sir Gareth rode so long in that forest until the night came, and ever it lightened and thundered as if it had been wood. And at the last, by fortune, he came to a castle, and there he heard the weight upon the walls. There we are, halfway through tonight's tales. Hello, welcome to everyone who's just come through to join us for the tale of Sir Gareth. Sir Gareth, for those of you just joining the tale now, has been spied on the field of battle. The enchantment that hid him and his identity from King Arthur and his knights fell away, and once he had been recognised as Sir Gareth of Orkney, then he fled, not wanting anybody to approach him, know him, recognise him, speak to him. He turned and fled from the field of battle. Why? Why has yet to be answered, ladies and gents. Why Sir Gareth would take such a strong approach to have nobody know his name. Surely, having defeated the Black Knight, having defeated the Green Knight, having defeated the Blue Knight, having defeated the Knight of the Red Lands, having proved himself in battle against all of King Arthur's knights, surely at this point in time, it should be enough. Surely Sir Gareth has proven himself to be worthy of being a knight by now. And yet, he's run, and seeking lodging in the middle of a thunderstorm, has come to the gates of a castle. We continue tonight's tale. Then did Sir Gareth ride unto the barbican of the castle, and he prayed the porter fair to let him in. The porter answered ungoodly to him, and said, "Thou getst no lodging here." "Fair sir, say not so," said Sir Gareth, "for I am a knight of King Arthur's, and pray the lord or lady of this castle to give me harbour for the love of King Arthur." Then the porter of the castle went to its duchess, and told her that there was a knight of King Arthur's who would have harbour for the night. "Let him in," said the duchess, "for I will see that knight, and for King Arthur's sake he shall not be harbourless. Then she yode up in a tower over the gate with great torchlight, and when Sir Gareth saw that torchlight, he cried on high, "Whether you be lord or lady, giant or champion, I take no force that I may have harbour this night, and if it be so that I must needs fight, spare me not to morn when I have rested, for both I and my horse are weary now." "Sir Knight," said the lady, "thou speakst knightly and boldly, but you should know that the lord of this castle does not love King Arthur or any of his court, for my lord has ever been against him in war, and therefore you'd better not come within this castle. For if you come in this night, you must come in under such form that wheresoever you meet my lord, by sty or by street, you must yield to him as a prisoner." "Madam," said Sir Gareth, "who is your lord? What is his name?" "Sir, my lord's name is the Duke de la Rose." "Well, madam," said Sir Gareth, "I shall promise you, in what place I meet your lord, I shall yield me unto him, and, to his good grace, with that I understand he will do me no harm, and if I understand that he will, I will release myself as I can with my spear and my sword." "You say well," said the Duchess. And then she let the drawbridge down, and so he rode into the hall, and he alit from his horse, and was led into a stable, and in the hall he unarmed himself, and said, "Madam, I will not leave this hall this night, and when it is daylight, let's see who will have ado with me, for he shall find himself that I am ready." Then he set himself to supper, and had many good dishes. And then Sir Gareth was well eaten, and knightly he ate his meat, and eagerly. And there was many a fair lady by him, and some said that they never saw a goodlier man, nor one who was so well of eating. And then they made him passing good cheer, and shortly when he had supped, his bed was made there, so he rested for all the night. And on the morn he heard mass, and broke his fast, and took his leave of the Duchess and of all, and thanked her goodly of her lodging and of this good cheer. And she asked him his name. "Madam," he said, "truly my name is Gareth of Orkney. Some men call me Bowman." And then knew she well that it was the same knight that fought for the Lady de Leon. And so Sir Gareth departed, and rode up into a mountain, and there met with a knight. The knight's name was Sir Bendeline. And he said to Sir Gareth, "You shall not pass this way, for either you shall joust with me, or else be my prisoner." "Then I will joust," said Sir Gareth, and so they let their horses run, and there Sir Gareth did smite him through the body. And Sir Bendeline rode forth to his castle that was there beside, and he died. And so Sir Gareth would have arrested him, and he came riding to the Bendeline's castle, and his knights and servants spied that it was Gareth that had slain their lord, and then they armed 20 good men, and they each came out, assailed Sir Gareth, and so he had no spear, but drawing his sword, he put his shield before him, and there they broke their spears against him. Once, twice, 3 times, 20 times did they break their shield against his shield, and then they assailed him passingly sore, but ever did Sir Gareth defend himself as a knight, And there, ladies and gents, we end tonight's tale. Sir Gareth, assailed by these 20 knights that have come out to face him. Gareth, armed only with a sword, he's broken their spears upon his shield. But we'll have to wait until after the weekend to find out what happens to him in the rest of the tale. Oh, good old Sir Thomas Malory. That's a good cliffhanger to end the chapter on. Well done, Sir Thomas Malory. I commend him. And so, thank you, ladies and gents. 20-1 is nothing, Danny, when you're a knight of such calibre as Sir Gareth. Surely, well, El Captain, I don't think I can wait either. But, I shall have to. On the plus side, when we get back on Monday, we're going to have a great rip-roaring episode to start the week with. And you can't ask for much better than that, can you now? You can't indeed. So, well, don't say that, El Capitan. The weekend is still fun and should be enjoyed. Enjoy the weekend still. We'll be here on Monday, same time. Come back and we will continue almost just a couple more episodes until we've concluded the tale of Sir Gareth of Orkney. Now, I can't wait to reach the end with you guys and see how this is all going to play out in Morte D'Arthur. Shooty excited. So a big thank you to you all for coming through and putting up with Periscope's strange ways at the moment. Hopefully they get an update out and fix Periscope sharpish. But big thank you to you all. So thank you, Kathy and Danny and El Capitan and Rob and Susan and Danette. You've been a wonderful audience. Yes, take your mind off it this weekend and then come back. Oh, are they for people from Porlock, Susan? That's what it is. People from Porlock. Oh, hello, Sarah. Hello, welcome. Well, I hope that you're enjoying. I saw that you were following the other day. Are you enjoying the scope, Sarah? And hello and welcome to the live show, at least. Do get your groove on. Excellent, Sarah. I am very glad. Hello, Joe. You guys have just come in at the end of Morte D'Arthur, but don't despair. I'm just about to start with Poetry Live in a couple of minutes. Don't worry, Joe. Poetry Live is coming, and we're doing some Rudyard Kipling. He says, grabbing. I do scum. So here we go. I think Kipling's in at the start, so I should be sorted. He says multitasking between the two shows. Oh, you should do some scoping, Sarah. It's good fun. Daunting at first, but totally worth it. He says, coming through. Where's my Kipling? Where's my Kipling? I'm just keeping this going while I look for my Kipling. While I chat to you guys and while you guys chat. I like the community chatting element. So this is behind the scenes of what I do. And in between my two scopes, I pick up a book and I try to find the right page. So he says, where is Kipling? Oh, here we go. Oh, there's not nearly enough Kipling in there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to go and run downstairs and get a different anthology. This is very light on Kipling. But, oh, I haven't. But that's a wonderful shot. We should do some of that for our next reading. I do, of course, Sarah, take requests for Poetry Live. Well, fab. I will add him to the list and we'll go and do some next week, Sarah. Excellent. Anyway, I'm going to go run downstairs, read a bookcase, grab some Kipling poetry. See you guys back here in a couple of minutes when we do Poetry Live. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, Taz. We're just in the term between the two shows, so give me a couple of minutes to run downstairs, grab some Rudyard Kipling. This anthology is far, far too light on Kipling. And I'll see you guys back here in a couple of minutes. See you soon.